The internships that you opened up for her, and those were really very useful. There's so many aspects to this. I could keep going on, but I feel like you helped us through the uncertainty. I think everybody needs a guide through this process. It's pretty tough even to select what schools to apply to. Just the organization around the process and getting everything done on time, editing and helping her put her best foot forward. It would have been an ordeal for me to do. There's absolutely no way I or Nilima could have done that because we're so biased already and we haven't seen other kids go through the process. So one of the big benefits is you're counseling maybe dozens of kids at the same time. You're already playing the role of a academic counselor or admissions officer. And so what you feel about a candidate's application is pretty much reflective of how the college admissions officials will look at things. And so that's so huge for us. The other big thing I think was, being a little idealistic through this process is very useful, because parents and the society in general at large views this college thing as a big deal and not focus on what the child really wants to do as the child grows up. And you brought that idealism into this, which was very aligned with our view. And what I see is there's a huge discord between how society values these various education degrees versus where how we want society to value them. But if the parents can't change, then society won't change. And so having people like you constantly nudge parents to think in terms of the child's well-being, I think it helps a lot. I've heard it at school too, but at school they say one thing, but then the way the curriculum is structured with tests every single day, every week, it's just crushing. I, I I still feel like I don't want college to be another 4 years of Westlake High School. And so that's really important.
I'm definitely feeling really like lucky and satisfied with my decisions. I got into most of the schools I applied to, and I got honors at multiple of them and scholarships at multiple of them. So that has really given me like a lot of options in terms of what we're like deciding between right now and where I can see myself in the future. So that has been really helpful. I definitely would have not been able to get it done without like the guidance from you guys.
I've had friends who thought their kids were in the top 3% of their class and they would just do their essays on their own. And it turned out it was almost impossible to get them to actually do the essays, and it was all last minute. And so I know parents who engaged counselors, consultants to help with the process just in the last 2 months before the deadline. It's actually, I think, more a question for the parents. Can this be done? Unless you're an educator, a teacher, or someone who can homeschool a kid, I don't think you can do this. I think the college process is so introspective, so much reflection goes into it that unless you have a guide through that introspection process, you don't have time for it. Especially in a high school like Westlake, where you have tests and homework.
I really liked how I got like really immediate feedback. I was always like kept on track in terms of how I needed to pace myself and like finish essays, finish certain tasks, to be on time to like submit stuff, be ahead of the game. I would say that it would definitely be really hard to kind of manage everything all on your own. With your guidance, you get like not only just help with like your essays and deadlines and stuff like that, but you get like personalized advice. You really get to meet one on one and discuss at like anytime you're unsure of something, anytime you need to like talk something out, they're there for you. Individually, you really don't get the same application experience as if you do with you guys. So it's really helped me. I don't know like what I do without your guidance. Like I would probably be in a much scarier place right now. to be completely honest.